Happy Friday. That's right, y'all. Man, I just got off an amazing Zoom call. I'm in a good mood. Let's keep it going. Welcome into Sports with Balls, y'all. I'm Jeff Michael, episode 323. That's right, 323 of these bad boys. Happy Friday. Today is November the 27th. Damn. Halloween decorations are in full effect. I guess I'll put mine up next week. The kids love it, so why not? Let's see. Today's show brought to you by Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Those of y'all that are in the Houston area, listen, playoffs start on Tuesday. The Houston Astros are in. They're going to play Kansas City or Detroit. Get your tickets, and if you do not, go to christianstailgate.com, find one near you, and go watch the game. Plus, the Bills and Texans games coming up. They have a Buffalo's Mafia Bills bar here. It's going to be nuts. So get to christianstailgate.com. They have all sorts of events going on. Go check it out. Also, Wes Butler over at Butler CCS. Fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. This guy does it all, man. Listen, y'all saw the hurricane that happened. He has water damage restoration. He's a master water restorer certified. And he's got tons and tons of certifications that back up his work. Go to Butler CCS. Check him out. Get your stuff done. All right. Why is that not hiding? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Bam. All right. Welcome back into the show. Let's see. As always, we talk about the national holidays. Today's World Tourism Day on this September the 27th. American Indian Day. Ancestor Appreciation Day. Day of French Community, German Sandwich Day. I have no idea what that is. Here's a good one for you. Today's Hug a Vegetarian Day. Today's National AJ Day. I do know one AJ. Have to give him a shout out. Michigan Indian Day. Look at this. Today's Morning Show Host Day. I guess you could call me a morning show host. At least I was for a long time. National Chocolate Milk Day. Corn Beef Hash Day, Brave Day, Crush a Can Day. I guess that's for recycling. National No Excuses. I like that one. Scarf Day. No, we're not wearing scarves. It's way too hot. World's Biggest Coffee Morning is today. Really? All right. Let's see. Sport Purple for Pilates Day. What? I'm not wearing purple for Pilates. I'll tell you that. Gwyneth Paltrow, Iron Man. It's her birthday. What else? Lil Wayne's birthday. Jen Ortega. Oof. Not bad to look at right there. Meatloaf. Remember that dude. And y'all don't know him, so I'm not going to say it's his birthday. But that's it. That's your national holidays for this September the 27th. We will get into today's history, what happened on this day in sports history in a little bit. But there is tons to go over. Let's start with Christian McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers. Guys, I do not plan to see Christian McCaffrey back on the field till probably early or mid-November. He is not. He went over to Germany to get what's done. I guess what Kobe Bryant did over there as well. It's awkward. And the reason he couldn't get it done here is in the United States, it's basically a plasma. They replace his plasma, helps you heal faster, stuff like that. But what they can't do in the United States and what's outlawed is blood manipulation. They can do it in Germany and a ton of other countries. But a lot of athletes, including LeBron, including Kobe, they all go to Germany to get this done. But they manipulate the blood for faster healing and for stronger, whatever, blood cells, muscles, memory, all kinds of stuff. So that is why they cannot do it here in the United States. The FDA has outlawed blood manipulation, so went to Germany. Now, obviously, the injury is way more impactful than we thought. I do not expect to see him till maybe late October. So there you go on CMC. And also, I just had a buddy of mine message me about a trade. He had Najee Harris, and the guy wanted to trade. This is fantasy football, obviously. And he traded CMC for Najee Harris, which is a great trade, I think. He had a bunch of running backs left. So if you're looking to dump CMC because he will not be available till October, now's the time. Also, another huge injury after last night's game. Cowboys are losing Micah Parsons. And well, look, I know DeMarcus Lawrence is gone for multiple weeks. I do not know about Micah Parsons. What I do know is it's a high ankle sprain. They're lucky they're on Friday. They played on Thursday. I don't say they're lucky, but they played on a short week, which gives them longer time to recover. But we know for a fact DeMarcus Lawrence will be out for a few weeks. Micah Parsons, high ankle sprains are usually a few weeks as well. They play the Pittsburgh Steelers on October the 6th. Wow. I listen, I don't even – that was not a good game for the Cowboys last night. They won because Dak Prescott threw less than 40 passes. I tell you guys that every single time. He only threw 27 passes, and they win. It's literally it's almost 90% positive. Every time he throws less than 40, they win. Over 40, they lose. Daniel Jones threw 40, they lost. You take away that one interception at the end, Daniel Jones had a decent night. By the way, I saw a guy, he won about $100,000. He put a $50,000 bet in that Daniel Jones would have over a half interception, which means all he had to do was throw one, and it happened on the last play of the game. That was insane. And looking at the review of that, it might not even been an interception. It could have hit the ground. But either way, guy won. Daniel Jones and the Giants had their opportunities. Really had their opportunities. I felt like this was a trap game to begin with. It was Dallas minus 5.5. Obviously, we saw what happened. They missed the field goal at the end of the game. Well, towards the end of the game. And stayed at 5. The game stayed at 5 points, and New York Giants covered because most people got 5.5. A lot of people started off with 6, but I saw somewhere where 80 to 90% of the bets were Cowboys minus 6, Cowboys minus 5.5, minus 6 on all across the board. Were over 70% bets for the Cowboys. So bookies and casinos cleaned house last night. My opinion was it was a trap game. I didn't want to bet it, and so I didn't. And it's exactly what happened. So there's my Cowboys and Giants win. Now, the Cowboys are 2-2. They've got an interesting game coming up versus Steelers. We'll see what direction they go. Giants are 1-3, 0-2 at home. They played decent. Neighbors for them, huge injury, concussion. I hope that he can play not only for my fantasy football reasons, but the guy's an absolute stud. If Jaden Daniels doesn't take off, guys, Malik Neighbors may be your rookie of the year. That dude is a boss. Big fan. Big fan of his. What other storylines we got going on? Saints got to find somebody, blah, 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 blah. The WNBA stuff. Now that Caitlin's out of it, I'm not really watching. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Some more injuries. The Browns have lost Njoku for the Raiders game this weekend. They're out also. Listen to this. They're out their tackles, their offensive tackles, Jedrick Willis and Jack Conklin. So they don't have a tight end or starting. In fact, I'm putting that down as one of my bets. Whoever's playing Cleveland, I'm betting against him. Deshaun Watson just isn't there, guys. Sorry. And now he doesn't have Njoku and their starting tackles. That's going to be a rough day. Things are going to get really bad in Cleveland really fast. I can promise you that. It does not look good. The Cleveland Browns are playing, the Raiders. The Raiders, look, they have their own issues as well, but I believe it's Raiders -1. Give me the Raiders -1 all day long. They're at home. You have nobody to block for Watson. In fact, let me look at the interceptions for Watson as well. If it's at half, I'm taking the interceptions. But I like the Raiders -1 in that game. So we'll go over that in a little bit. All right, let's break all of them down since we're on that pace. Saints and Falcons. Atlanta -2.5. Guys, this is a rivalry game. Huge rivalry game. But if you're giving me 2.5 points, look, this is all based on if Kamara is healthy. Kamara's healthy, dude, I love the Saints in this game. Absolutely love the Saints. Give me the Saints all day long, plus the 2.5, especially if Kamara's healthy. I don't see how Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, they're 1-2, 0-2 at home. I just, it's the NFL. I get it. The Saints had an off week last week. I like them to bounce back. Give me the Saints. Rams and the Bears. I'm not touching this game. I have no idea. I don't care either. These are two really bad teams. There's a lot to figure out on both ends. Stafford, unfortunately, the Rams are just absolutely decimated with injuries. So I'm staying away from that game. Right now it's Chicago -3, the total at 40.5. Vikings and the Packers. This is a fun game, but I can't put a bet on this yet. And I can't say who's going to win yet because I just don't know the status of Jordan Love. He was on the field last week practicing before the game, so it looked like he was all right. I'm sure he got a ton of help this week with the doctors over there in Green Bay. This is in Green Bay. Beautiful weather, 63 degrees. This will be a fun football game. Jordan Love plays. This is going to be a blast. Justin Jefferson, after that injury scare, looks like he's good to go. He's one of the leading receivers in the entire NFL right now. Sam Darnold's on fire. Absolutely on fire. So, Green Bay -3. That tells me, if you're just looking at this from injury standpoint, and the Las Vegas has the line at Green Bay -3, that tells me that they know that Jordan Love's playing. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Green Bay -3. I don't know about that. I'm going to put that one to the side. I can't look past. I don't know if Sam Darnold and the Vikings are for real, but I don't want to gamble on it yet, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to put that one aside. Steelers at the Colts. Steelers are the real deal. And Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Just, I don't know, man. This is Indianapolis. This is not a trap game. This looks like an ass whooping. The Colts look terrible. Pierce, it looks great as a wide receiver for them. Jonathan Taylor started to pick it up last week. But that defense of the Steelers, they are very confident with Justin Fields now. It looks like he just belongs there. I like the Steelers, man. The Steelers have an opportunity here to go 4-0 on the season. Who would have thought that? My goodness. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin could be moving to 4-0. In fact, Pitt -2.5, I'll take it. Give me Pittsburgh Steelers -2.5, and I'm going to put that in. I'm going to do my parlays here in a second when I get done. Let's see. Broncos and Jets. Dude, this is a huge line. Jets -8. This is in New York. The weather looks to be all right. Aaron Rodgers may have found a groove. Breece Hall starting to come alive. And the Broncos look terrible. I'm still not touching this game because I believe 8 points is a ton in the NFL, even though the Broncos look absolutely miserable. But if you look at it, they haven't lost by 8 points yet. They beat the Bucs. They just beat up on a team that was undefeated. Granted, they were only 2-0. But the Buccaneers looked good. This will be a competitive game, I believe. 8 points is a lot. The Seahawks only beat them by 6. The Steelers only beat them by 7. And now they beat the Buccaneers, and now you got the Jets. So take that for what you will. But I'm leaning towards the +8. 8 points is a lot in the NFL. That is a lot. We'll see. Eagles and the Bucs. Great football game. Absolutely fantastic football game. This will be in Tampa Bay. They just had a hurricane blow through there. I like the motivation they're probably going to have. Buccaneers +2. That's hard. Man. Eagles are 2-1. They've played really good football as of late. They lost to the Falcons by 1 point, or they'd be 3-0. They beat the Packers. Tough game. They lost to the Falcons by 1. And they just beat the Saints, who had the best offense in the league. So I'm probably not putting that one in my parlay, but I might take Philly if I was on there. That's a statement game, huge statement game if Baker Mayfield can come out of there with a W. Bengals and the Panthers. It's Cincinnati minus 4.5, and I don't care. I don't know, man. If y'all want to bet that one, that's all you. Texans at the I'm sorry, Jaguars at the Houston Texans. This to me is the trap game. This is the trap game. I know that the Texans will be without one of their wide receivers. I don't know if they're going to be without both of them. I know Nico Collins is dealing with somewhat of a hamstring issue, so we're going to see if he's out. But I know Tank Dell's already been ruled out. They have a penalty issue with their guards and tackles on the offensive line. CJ Stroud's good. The Jaguars need a win. This could be a close game, and one that the Texans, if they let that slip away, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Right now it's Houston minus 6, and I'm not taking it. I'm not buying into that. That it literally looks like it's looking at me saying, "Come on, I dare you." It's almost like that reminds me of the game last night between the Cowboys and the Giants, where it's like you're looking at that 5.5 and going, Cowboys got to cover that, and they didn't. They didn't. That's why that line scares me that much. Commanders and the Cardinals, great football game right here. Jaden Daniels, Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., Bijan Robinson, or Brian Robinson Jr. I mean, dude, this is going to be awesome. The total for this game is 49.5. Might as well just say 50. This will be a fun football game. Who has the better defense is what I'm looking at. That'll be a fun game. I don't know if I'm going to touch that one either. That's the first of the 3 o'clock games. Arizona minus 3.5. Is Jaden Daniels for real? If Arizona loses that game and they go to 1-3, there'll be some pissed off fans. They should not be 1-3. James Conner is a great running back, and Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr., they should be a good. You know what? I probably will take Arizona minus 3.5. They expect it to be high scoring. They expect a field goal game, and which it probably should be. But I like Arizona minus 3.5. Patriots at the 49ers. The biggest spread of the afternoon. 10 points, San Francisco. Even though they've got injuries galore, so do the Patriots. But I will never touch an NFL line that is double digits. Sorry, guys, it's a rule. It's the NFL. Anything can happen, and especially these teams throw late fourth quarter touchdowns. Even it looks like they're getting their butts whooped, they end up covering a 10-point spread. I'm not touching it. And we've already gone over Christian McCaffrey. Don't expect him back for a while. So if you have Mason as your running back in fantasy football, good for you. Browns and Raiders, we went over earlier. Take the Raiders. The Browns are missing both their tackles and now ruled out their tight end Njoku. Chiefs and Chargers, this is a massive game, and if you get an opportunity, go bet on it right now. The line keeps going up. It was Kansas City minus 5. It looks like Herbert may not play, and if he does, he'll be out in the first quarter. There's other injuries on the Chargers. The Chiefs seem to be getting a little bit healthier. They will get Travis Kelce involved. I love the Chiefs. Right now it's at minus 7, but I will take the Chiefs all day long at minus. I wouldn't go up to 9, but anything before 9, I like it. Bills and Ravens at that night game, that's going to be a blast. That's going to be fun. Baltimore is favored in this ball game because it's in Baltimore. They're 1-2. The Bills are 3-0. You're giving me points, and I got a 3-0 team? Oh, man, come on. Come on, dude. Give me the Bills. Give me money line Bills. Not even plus the points. Give me money line just so I can get a better odds. I love the Bills in that game. The Ravens are good, but they just beat Dallas. Dallas barely beat the Giants. The Bills look to be a Super Bowl contender. I'll put it to you like that. But those are my lines right now. Here's the games I would take. Raiders minus 1. Saints plus 2.5. What is that? Packers minus 2. Did I say Packers? What else did I put on here? I put the Steelers. Yeah, I did say Steelers. Yeah, Pittsburgh minus 2.5. That's it. So Raiders minus 1. Saints plus 2.5. Pittsburgh minus 2.5. Arizona minus 3.5, Chiefs minus 7, and Bills money line. I know that's a lot of chalk bets, But there's some terrible football games this weekend. There just is. There's not really good football games. And then if you want to go further, we've got 2 Monday night games. So wait till you hear my podcast on Monday. And if you lost, we'll try to make it up then. All right, that's your NFL segment brought to you by Chris's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Let's move on to the Major League Baseball, guys. Woo! The divisions are set. Division winners already done, guys. It's over. And your division winners are, I'll have to pull up, I need to pull up Sports with Balls on social media. By the way, guys, go to Sports with Balls on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever your social media preference is. It is amazing to get on there. There is hella debates nonstop over there. Right now, a bunch of people are talking about whether Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence are compatible. Like, one's considered an absolute terrible quarterback. The other one that gets $55 million a year and a generational talent. Go look at the comparisons on Sports with Balls on Facebook. What else was I looking at? Oh, we're looking at division winners in baseball. All right, your division winners are New York Yankees, who clinched last night, Cleveland Indians, Philadelphia Phillies, Los Angeles Dodgers, Houston Astros, and the Milwaukee Brewers. That all of them? Did I get everybody? New York, Cleveland, Houston, Philly, Brewers, and Dodgers. That's it. Those are your division winners. And in fact, the Arizona Diamondbacks have not been eliminated yet. Neither have the Mets and the Braves in the National League. Is that Monday night they have those big games? I think there's a doubleheader Monday night that's going to decide the playoffs, which is going to be absolutely amazing because the playoffs start on Tuesday. They had rained out a couple of games, so that's going to be unbelievable baseball. Your wild cards in the American League, Minnesota's pretty much out. I'm not going to say they're not statistically out, but they're 3 games back. They would have to win every game. The Tigers and Royals would have to lose every game. That's probably not going to happen. So it looks like the Houston Astros, who are going to end up playing the Kansas City Royals and or the Detroit Tigers. And it looks like the Baltimore Orioles will play one of the other, the Kansas City Royals or the Detroit Tigers. The interesting matchup would be A.J. Hinch and the Detroit Tigers taking on his old team and the Houston Astros. That would be pretty interesting. I'm trying to create a storyline, guys. I'm just trying to create a storyline because we all want to see the ultimate Houston Astros, New York Yankees matchup. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I hope it does. The Yankees wait on the 4 and 5 seed, which is Baltimore and whoever they play, and the Cleveland Guardians are waiting on the Houston Astros and the winner of whoever plays the Houston Astros. So there you go. On the flip side of that, right now you got Arizona and Milwaukee battling it out to see. I'm sorry, Milwaukee's in there. Arizona and the Mets battling it out to see who plays Milwaukee and or San Diego. The Dodgers and the Phillies have the days off. They got to bye. So your bye teams are New York and LA, New York Yankees, LA Dodgers, and the Cleveland Guardians and the Philadelphia Phillies. Playoffs start on Tuesday. But like I said, listen to these games on Monday. Let's see. There's games going on, Cubs and Reds right now. Oh, the White Sox try to avoid. They're playing in Detroit. That ought to be interesting. Phillies and Nationals, Pirates, Yankees. But I think on Monday, if I'm correct, the Mets and Braves. That's right. There's a doubleheader between the Mets and the Braves, 12:10 and 3:40. That could be monumental baseball all day Monday in Atlanta. Wow. And the hurricane that just went through there. If you guys, and look, hopefully everybody's safe that's listening to this or that's on live and or podcast version. I hope you guys are good. Hope you guys receive, get your power on. I heard there's 4 million people without power at this moment. So maybe some motivational baseball being played in Atlanta come Monday. We'll see. We shall see. What else we got going on? I think that's it, man. Oh, no, it's not. NCAA football. Couple of good games this weekend, college-wise. Kentucky at Ole Miss. That'll be all right. But the big one, the big game, Georgia at Alabama. Georgia's favored by 1 point. This is in Tuscaloosa. Huge, huge football game. And it's not played till 6:30 at night. This is going to be unbelievable. Those fans, I'll just say it, they're going to be hammered. They're going to be absolutely wasted. By 6:30 p.m., people are probably tailgating right now. I'm not even joking. I bet there's people in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, that are tailgating right now for a game that starts in 28 hours. Wow. Game of the year so far. 6:30 p.m. Georgia at Alabama. Excited for that. Virginia Tech takes on Miami tonight. Miami minus 17.5. Interesting football game. Listen, guys, if you missed anything, check it out on the podcast version. I will have that up directly after I go over today in sports history. Let's hit it. Babe Ruth, still with the Boston Red Sox, takes his MLB home run record to 29 with a third-inning blast and a 7-5 defeat over the Washington Senators. Babe Ruth. Did y'all see the Shohei Ohtani thing where the kid tried to say that it stole from him? Got to hang on to that ball, man. I saw the video. 18-year-old kid said that the older man stole it from him. No, you got to hang on, brother. Got to hang on. Read the room. Understand the moment. 1923, New York Yankees, Lou Gehrig hits his first of his 493 home runs. Wow. On this day in 1923, Lou Gehrig hit his first home run, eventually having 493. Whoa. That's pretty awesome. What else we got? Walter Aston, Floyd Gables. Let's see. Heavyweight champion Azar Charles defeats Joe Louis in 15s at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx in 1950. Heavyweight champion. Let's see. Sandy Koufax sets the NL strikeout season record at 269. My goodness, man. What else? Nolan Ryan strikes out 16 in 11 innings for a record 383 strikeouts on the season. My God. I don't even think it's a debate about the greatest pitcher of all time. It's not even close, dude. Like, not even close. Nolan Ryan. Tim Raines is the first since Ty Cobb to steal 70 and drive in 70 runs. Damn, man. 70 steals. I believe Ellie De La Cruz did that this year. I had to look that up. Phil Niekro, in his final appearance, surrenders 5 runs in 3 innings against the San Francisco Giants in this day in 1987. Let's see. Ben Johnson. Wow. 1988 Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson is disqualified from the Seoul Olympics in the 100 meters after his urine sample found to contain steroids. Stanzaball. Wow. Carl Lewis awarded the gold medal with a 9.92. I remember that. I absolutely remember that. Man. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Isn't that right? 1992, the Los Angeles Dodgers, for the first time in history, clinched last place. I had to read that for all you LA Dodger fans out there. And then 2008, Greg Maddux wins his final start of his career, number 355. All right, guys, look, thank you guys for tuning in to Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.